Hanley Caldwell, and today I will be talking about every life is important. As you may have guessed, that means I'll be talking about abortion. Now, one of the biggest points of controversy in the topic about abortion is, when does life begin? Most pro-choice advocates claim that life begins at birth, while pro-life advocates claim that life begins at conception. So, which one is correct? I've done some research, and this is what I found. 4 weeks after conception, the baby's heart starts to beat. After 9.5 weeks, the baby can hear and respond to sound, yawn, and suck its own thumb. After 10 weeks, it actually looks like a baby in the ultrasound pictures. And after 12 weeks, the bone marrow starts to fill with blood. So, if its heart is beating, and it can hear sound, and it has blood in its bone marrow, is it still not a living human being? So, how many pregnancies end in abortion? The abortion rates of the 1860s and 1870s are actually quite similar to those of the 1960s and 70s. And it turns out that 33% of women will end up having an abortion in their lifetime. A quarter of the unintended pregnancies in the South end in abortion. And 1.2 million abortions are performed every year. This means that more babies are aborted every year than there are people living in San Jose, California. So why do so many women get an abortion? Most women get an abortion simply for convenience sake, whether they don't want the financial burden that comes with having a child, they don't want to get married, they're not ready to start a family, or they simply are not willing to give up their career to take care of this child that they are carrying. Are strict abortion laws progressive or regressive? Most countries in Europe restrict abortions well before 20 weeks, and many of them draw the line at 12 weeks and require that the abortion be done in the hospital. Now, this might not seem like a lot, but many people feel that Europe is actually more progressed than the United States. But then they say that the United States abortion laws are too strict. This does not make any sense at all. So what are some good alternatives to abortion? The best alternative out there is being responsible for one's actions. This means simply not putting yourself in a position where you feel you will need an abortion. A pro-choice advocate says it's the woman's body, it's the woman's choice to decide whether or not they want to go through with the pregnancy. I am not disagreeing with this. I am simply saying that the woman should choose before becoming pregnant whether or not she wants the baby. She should not wait until she has the baby growing inside of her to decide whether to keep it or not. Another great alternative to abortion is giving the baby up for adoption. There are so many wonderful families out there that want a child very badly, and they simply cannot have one. They want somebody that they can love and nurture and raise and simply enjoy watching grow up. And if it weren't for people giving their children up for adoption, they might not ever have that opportunity. So adoption is another great alternative to abortion. The last alternative to abortion is to simply go through with the pregnancy. Even if it's inconvenient, going through with the pregnancy is best for everyone because it helps the mother find strength that she did not know she had, and it saves the life of a precious baby, and every life is worth saving. please remember that no matter what position you take on abortion, it is important to respect the opinions and views of others, whether we agree with them or we disagree with them. Another great way to explain how being responsible for one's actions, how important that is a person who chooses to drink alcohol and has a designated driver already arranged to take them home is being responsible, while a person who drinks alcohol and then tries to drive himself home is being very irresponsible. The same goes for a person who is having unprotected sex and does not want a baby. They are being irresponsible and not looking out for their best interest as well as the best interest of every member involved in that group. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.